And this was a scene from here in New York City just hours ago, as the famous bear statue came alive and went on a Wall Street rampage before disappearing into thin air. A source in City Hall estimates at least $500,000 in damage, and counting. PCOC head Walter Peck has declined comment, leaving us all to wonder, where were the Ghostbusters? Officials recommend if you do see the bear, do not attempt to make contact or take a photo. Contact authorities immediately. And now we turn to Bunny Lundberg in the Midwest with an update on the flooding.
This is ridiculous.
The flooding?
The bear, smartass. It's running around. Gonna do who knows what. I mean, the Ghostbusters can't be everywhere, right? So why should they be the only ones to get all that city money for what they do?
Because they got the nuclear backpacks, bro. You got one of those?
Maybe I would have if they'd accepted my franchise application. But the point stands. Why can't someone else get in on that action?
I return you to the complete lack of nuclear backpacks.
It's just technology. You may have to be a genius to dream up something like that, but you don't have to be one to copy it. If I could get a good look at the schematics, I bet I could even make some improvements, go into business for myself, and get me some of those municipal ghost hunting funds.
And just how would you get a look at those schematics?
There are ways, Jimmy. There are always ways. And hell, who knows? I make a big enough splash, I could cut the Ghostbusters out of the equation altogether and put all that money in my pocket. Next round's still on you, though.
This is all your fault, Ray. I told you that tire was looking a little raw.
I told him.
Winston told you, but I agreed with him.
Hey, Ghostbusters suck!
We appreciate your support! Tell me you're working on a way for me to kill people with my mind.
Hardly.
But think of all the ancillary business. You could afford those hair extensions you've had your eye on.
I've used the last 15 minutes to sift through the data we've collected, trying to extrapolate the most likely time of Ghost's return so that we can...
Does that equation work with football? Because I think the Jets are due.
Based on the past reformations of the Marshmallow Avatar and factoring in all relevant variables, if we didn't see him by the weekend, I'd be extremely surprised.
That seems fast.
As I mentioned once before, something is augmenting the ambient pipe, which is hurrying the process along. I would love to study it closer.
Maybe if we keep the world spinning, Egon. Speaking of spinning, Raymond, how's that tire?
Ready to roll.
I'm off to check my instruments and see if there's any worthwhile new data we can use. I'll also start research into that possessed executive and see if I can figure out what it wanted.
And I have some work to do on the Megatrap.
That's a cute name. Come up with that on your own?
That is a good name. You know what? I can think of good names too. Here's one. Where the hell were you people when we needed you to stop a rampaging bear statue?
Queens. You want better response time, Wally? You do something about the traffic. Otherwise, you can take that tiny little piece
now
of paper
you listen
there
to me,
and
you
shove it in
conniving
so
son of a
far.
bitch!
You don't get to come in here and talk to them that way. These men bust their humps doing dangerous work every day, and citywide to boot, which is something nobody else can say. Not a cop, not a fireman, nobody. So you just tell them what they missed and go.
Why, you? I ought to have you fired for insubordination.
Then it's a good thing I don't work for you.
You may not, but your little friends in the jumpsuits do. And they would be wise to remind you of your place.
Or what? You'll fire them and replace them with a talking gorilla?
I'll have my office fax you the relevant details on the bear. Move!
I do believe I'm in love.
Fantastic, but I'm spoken for. You can always show your appreciation with a raise.
Oh, you're not the shallow type, Janine. We'll keep your salary as is.
My man.
Shh, this is delicate. And there. Huh. One twitch and that could have melted my face off. What's up?
Egon said to come get you. He found something. So what's the new trap all about?
Things like Stay Puffed.
Or what, it traps solids? Man, I don't want no part of that headache.
No, it's not like that. You know how we've been trapping the larger entities, grabbing enough of their ethereal goo to stunt any possible reformation and/or spectral mitosis? This works more like, well, you know how the human body is made up mostly of water, and if you took all the hydrogen atoms from said body, you'd be left with
nothing.
Bingo bango. Gonna make holding the big ones a lot easier. Would have made that Filipino Dragon Soul avatar from Labor Day a snap to capture. Anyway, I'll drop this in Ecto on the way up.
You aren't gonna test it first.
You know we don't do that here. Egon?
A page grew.
Come again?
I was consulting Spate's catalog, cross-referencing the readings I took from the visitor earlier this week with potential parasitic entities of various origin.
Melusinian demonic Voden?
Right. And while I was reading, a page grew from the spine, and then text began to fill itself in. It's becoming an entry on the third, one that was simply not there before. And as you saw, the entry still hasn't completed itself.
What? From my dream? But that's not...
Hey, Grumpy! Nice shooting with the Boston darts there, Eagle Eye. I didn't think those would even still work. Did it feel good?
Felt good.
Egon says it felt good! Nobody said we give the Brer Bear another snort.
Yo.
What's doing, Egon? I thought that pack had like 40 different settings. Shoot him with something else!
This isn't the experimental pack our former associate used. It shorted out in Vegas. This is a new variation
Don't care.
on the...
Is it broken? And if so, can you fix it?
It's not broken, it needs periodic venting and...
Well, I think we found that kaboom.
Indeed.
Ray, go get that new trap of yours. We have a guinea bear.
Awesome! I can't wait to see what this puppy can... do?
Why, hello, Dr. Stans.
Egon, you told me our car didn't eat people.
We need to get back to the firehouse. Now.
What about Ray?
The entry in Spate's catalog in this, it can't be a coincidence. I need to see what we're dealing with, or we could all wind up like Ray. Or worse.
Yeah, before we go and figure out how to rescue Ray, do you think maybe we should... Yeah, never mind.
What happened?
Why, I haven't. Welcome back, Dr. Stans.
Identify yourself and your dimension of origin before returning yourself forthwith.
I am technically your creation, Doctor. Your contribution to a legacy. You are a very special man. Open to the beyond in more ways than curiosity alone. Did you never wonder why it was your mind that chose the form of the Destructor? Your colleagues were hardly able to clear their own. The Destructor's form could easily have been an abstract equation, a Marine Corps drill instructor, or Miss February, to say nothing of your merger with the Carpathian. And really, you never thought to ask, why me? When the Destructor came, Dr. Stans, you were the chosen selector. You were the one who was to determine the way this world died. And you chose an ineffectual embarrassment, an easily routed form. In doing so, you personally handed Ghosts a defeat for their first time in all time. And so was I created in response to that defeat. I am neither gatekeeper nor keymaster. My purpose is to bring about a reselection.
The Traveler will come in the intended way this time and complete the task of destruction. I will ensure it.
No, you can't make me do anything. And even if you could, through some thrice-damned anti-miracle, the others will...
Fail. They will fail.
And so the third minion of Gozer, Idulnus, came into being, and his power eclipsed that of Zul, and it surpassed that of Vin's Clortho. Idulnus would, through his power, allow for a new selection of the Traveler's form, and through his power the world would drown in the tears of its people. This is bad.
Things have been bad before, so this is the Goz's new show. We'll lickety-split it on over to his usual haunt, cross some streams, and be back in time for the news.
Peter, you don't understand. I mean bad.